Oh no, Megatron. I am your Doctor of Doom.
Hello guys, King Soup and your favorite to reviewing the Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy, Shattered Glass, Ratchet. This is actually a part of a two-pack. He actually was part of a two-pack that I meant to. Well, I was actually going to do a double review with him and the Optimus because they're part of a two-pack, but I didn't end up doing it because I wanted to make two separate reviews for them because they both have weaknesses and strengths that I wanted to talk about in this video, which let's go get into. I decided to try something different and start off with their vehicle mode first. I know, actually, no, I just did that with the pizza van guy. Actually, I forgot his name, the one from Stranger Things. So I'll start with sculpting. There are a few parts that kind of are like sore thumbs. Like for example, these little hinges here, this little gap here, just little subtle gaps that are poking out. That's mainly my fault because I can't really. This figure is kind of a little weird to not transform, but to get everything connected in. It's kind of a little bit of a hassle. Just subtle parts like that, like this little piece here that's kind of little crease here that's kind of poking out, or stuff like that. That's mainly user error, not me. Besides these little hinges and stuff and that little shoulder piece that's poking out. Wish they could have fixed that. I'm pretty sure, I forgot his name. I used to watch him a lot when I was little, but the Lazy Eyebrow, he made a kit for this mold, mainly for the Ironhide and Ratchet one, that fixes the feet that are poking out and fixes all of this. I'll probably put a picture of it somewhere. I would love to get that if he still makes them, hopefully. But that's enough for sculpting. Let's go and get into his robot mode. First thing you want to do is take off the top part of the vehicle mode. Then the next thing you want to do is fold out these side panels and lift out the arms. And once you're done doing that, you're going to want to fold out these side panels. Then you're going to want to spin it around, unpeg the legs, fold all those panels in so you could form the full leg. Then you're going to want to lift the figure up and lift out the arms. Then once you're done doing that, you can spin the figure around, fold down that front bumper piece in which the chest piece is on a swivel, which you're going to want to swivel that all the way around. And finally, you're going to want to fold out the head, make sure everything's in place, and here you have his robot mode. Okay, so now that we are in robot mode, let's go and do size comparisons. Here he is next to Core Class Optimus, Steel Series Bumblebee, Steel Series Megatron, and Siege Optimus. Okay, now, so we'll get into his sculpting, in which everything looks pretty decent. I have no actual real problems with the sculpting besides a few paint splotches that are on his shoulder pads. I don't know if you guys can see it if I zoom in this far, but there are a few paint splotches here. You have to just look for them in order to find them, though. You can't really, like that one there, like you don't really notice it that much. There are only like two, but besides that, the sculpting is great. The paint is pretty decent. There's no paint chipping so far. The eyes are amazing blood red, the same color as Optimus's. There's surprisingly not that much kibble. There is a lot of hollowness though. There's a whole entire like little fanny pack full, little backpack full of just plastic here. Like I could fit probably something random. I could fit a Gundam shield in here. Let me see if I actually can. A little bit. Yeah, it almost fits in there. I'm not going. But there is a lot of hollowness, especially in the arms and in here. But I'm pretty sure there are gap fillers I can find online, or anyone can find online. But for me, it doesn't bother me that much. That is it for his sculpting. Let's go and get into his articulation, which he has a pretty decent amount. He has a ball jointed head. You can look up that far and look down that far. Swivel full 360 and tilt side to side. This arm is pretty clicky, so I'm going to do this arm, which is perfect for some reason. I'm not mad at it though. His arms are a hinge joint. They can go up that far. Like I said before, swivel full 360. He also has a bicep swivel that can swivel full 360, a hinge at the elbow, and a wrist swivel that can swivel full 360. A pretty good waist swivel that can swivel full 360 as well. His thighs can kick, his legs can kick to the side that far. They can kick up that far. They can also kick back that far. Let's go and zoom out a little bit more. He also has a thigh swivel, a bend at the knee, and a pretty darn good ankle pivot. And with support articulation, if there's no accessories to go with it, in which he has two. He has a blaster that can also work as a repair torch if you want to. We'll put it in this hand, just pegs in. And there is another peg here, which I guess is where you can use the repair torch aspect of it, but it is a little hard to fit in there. I'm not gonna fit all of it in there because I don't want to break it. He also comes with a shield, which just forms from the back of the cab, not the cab, but the back of the ambulance on the actual ambulance mode. It's this whole entire piece here that was on the front that you took off earlier. You're gonna want to fold these parts in, like how it was before. And this little piece here doesn't really matter which way you put it, as long as it can fit onto the actual figure itself, it doesn't really matter. Just peg it into any of these holes on his arms or on his legs. Oh, frick, oh. I expect that to happen. Just peg it in like so. You can peg it in like that, or you could fold it down and use that as guns if you want to. Or do that for the shield. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Whenever I have it displayed, I just put it on his back, because you can't really see it that much. It still looks pretty decent. I don't always see myself using the back or using the shield that much for display. But that is it for the review. That is it for the figure itself. If you guys like the review, like, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Hope all you guys have a great day. King Studios signing off.